I am Batman. Average Sniper.
What's up, guys? Average Sniper here, and welcome to another Call of Duty video. In today's video, I wanted to talk to you about something I recently found out, and I wanted to get your guys' opinion on it. So let's jump right into it. Alright, so I was watching some YouTube videos and reading some news about Call of Duty, trying to keep up to date on the updates for the new Modern Warfare, and I came across a rumor on Twitter from a guy who is very successful at data mining and giving updates about Call of Duty before they happen. And the rumor is that they're bringing the minimap back to normal, which means you'll be able to see when enemies shoot without a suppressor. You'll be able to see that little red dot on the minimap, and they might completely overhaul the game with the new update. Now you might be asking yourself, why? The game just came out a week ago. Well, what's the number one complaint? Number one complaint you've seen streamers talking about, and you've heard in videos. You've probably even heard me talk about it. I don't know how you couldn't. Everybody's talking about it. It's the camping. It's the map design and the camping. There's rumors that they might be overhauling a lot of the maps. They might even be removing some. And keep in mind, these are just rumors right now, but usually they have some kind of basis in reality. What do you guys think they're going to do to try and fix this problem? Because literally, all the big YouTubers, all the big streamers are either complaining about the crazy amount of camping in this game, or they've already gone back to an older Call of Duty and started playing that. Now let me talk to you guys about my opinion on the state of the game, why I'm liking it, the things I'm disliking, and what I think can be done to fix the problem with too many people playing passively instead of aggressively. So let's just start with a little bit of my background. I've played Call of Duty pretty much since the Modern Warfare series started a very long time ago, all the way up to Advanced Warfare. I wasn't a fan of the futuristic stuff, and I switched over to Battlefield. Now I find myself loving this new Call of Duty, obviously not because of the camping, but because of the boots on the ground, more realistic type of gameplay. I really like it. But what I don't like, obviously, is how passively people are playing with the camping. It's kind of crazy. Call of Duty I've always thought of as a run and gun type of game. You know, a run and gun game where you run around and get kills, kind of have fun, loosely based in reality, mostly an arcade type of shooter. I just didn't like all the wall running and jumping and futuristic guns and stuff like that. But now I'm back and I'm loving it. But having said that, here are some of the things I don't like. Number one, obviously, being the camping. The camping is the biggest problem right now. Too many people just not playing the objective, just sitting on their base or camping in the corner of a building, putting down a claymore. It's a legitimate play style. It really is, but it's just too many people doing it. Now, what is encouraging people to do all this passive gameplay? All right. I think there's a few factors in it. First, I think the map design heavily encourages it. There are some good maps, and there are definitely some bad maps. So I think doing some minor or even maybe major changes on some of the maps is going to change the way people play. Maybe add some more flank routes. I'm not a map designer. I don't know. All I know is that there's definitely some maps where it seems impossible to try and flank the enemy if they decide to camp corners and wait for you. So that's probably the biggest thing right there is the map design. And that's probably one of the hardest things to overhaul, because map design ain't easy. It's hard to get a map that flows, you know. And keep in mind, the game is only a week old. So all the people complaining about it that quit playing it and everything like that, I mean, that's cool. They'll probably come back to it anyway. Call of Duty World War II was awful when it first came out, but now it's actually a pretty good Call of Duty, even though I don't play it. I have played it in the past, and it is pretty good. It's a lot more run and gun friendly, and it is, you know, loosely based in reality. So map design. The second thing, and I never thought I'd hear myself saying this, but the footsteps. When I first started playing Call of Duty, I thought the footsteps were too weak because I was used to PUBG, where you can hear someone coming from like 1,000 meters away. Not really, but you know what I mean. But now that I'm more used to the sounds in the game, the footsteps are so OP. The footsteps are so OP. Like you can hear somebody coming and just go prone with your shotgun or whatever you have and just wait for them to come around the corner, you know. And in the other Call of Duties, you could hear people coming, but it wasn't as apparent. You know, the footsteps weren't so loud. There's no dead silence perk. Dead silence is in as a option. I forget the technical name for it, but the point is it's not a perk. You can only use it at certain times. You can't use it all the time. I used to run Dead Silence nonstop in Call of Duty, and that's probably one of the reasons I was more used to the run and gun style of play. But since I started playing other games like PUBG and Battlefield, I got used to more tactical gameplay. You know, I never played Rainbow Six Siege, but this game really feels like it. People peeking through little holes in walls and sitting in corners waiting for you to come around it and shit like that. So, map design and how loud the footsteps are definitely two problems that are making people camp. And a third one, I think, is skill-based matchmaking. The skill-based matchmaking seems very sweaty. And I thought maybe I'm the only one that thinks this, you know, because when I play with my friends that have a lower kill-death ratio, it is a noticeable difference than when I play by myself. So I was thinking, what's going on with this skill-based matchmaking? Let me just do a quick Google search and see if other people are complaining about this. And oh my God, so many people were complaining about the skill-based matchmaking, saying that it's just super sweaty, it's encouraging camping. And this is the sweaty players saying this, you know, this is the sweaty players. No, because sweaty players really don't want to play against other sweaty players, but skill-based matchmaking is probably a good thing. At least in Call of Duty. I made a video in PUBG about skill-based matchmaking shouldn't be a thing, but in Call of Duty I do think skill-based matchmaking should be a thing up to a certain point. Obviously, you want to try and please your... there's 3 player bases, you know, the noobs, the casual players, and then I would say the pro players or the people that play the game every single day and try to get better at it. We'll just put them in the classification with the pro players. And... You have to please all 3 of those. And if you make the skill-based matchmaking too sweaty, it's just going to be a problem for everyone. So if noobs only play against noobs, there's no chance for them to improve. If average players only play against average players, that might be the best. That might be the only alternative or the only exception to the rule, right? That might actually be good. Average players playing against average players. But once again, if you're only playing against people that are average, you're not going to have any room to improve. You're not going to see the pro tactics or anything like that. And if pro players only play against pro players, guess what? It's going to be a huge camp fest because no pro player is going to want to run out and just get shot from every corner that they know where someone is camping. So map design... footsteps and skill-based matchmaking. If they can revamp some of these things, I think we'll have a much more friendly Call of Duty for the average Call of Duty player. Now, my personal opinion, I am liking the game the way it is. I don't have a problem with it. I just think these are little things that people are making way too big of a deal out of. Obviously, when you're streaming and somebody camps you, you might get mad and talk shit about the game and people camp and blah, blah, blah. But the point is, it doesn't make you quit playing. You keep doing it. I think, oh, watch this clip. There's a triple. Oh, quad kill. that was cool. I was lucky to be alive right there, but I think that was the play of the game too. But anyway, guys, what do you think of this? You know, have you left Call of Duty Modern Warfare? Are you still playing it? Do you agree with what I said? Do you disagree? Do you like the more sweaty, tactical style gameplay? Is that what you're into? Or do you want a more run and gun friendly type of Call of Duty? Very curious to know what your opinions are. And also I want to know what maps people are really liking. So far, it seems like Hackney Yard is one of the good ones. And this map right here, Gun Runner, is also a good one. I like Azir Cave, but there's some other ones I really don't like Arklov Peak. That one is pretty bad. Piccadilly. Euphrates Bridge was my favorite, and probably isn't my favorite anymore, but I still like it, but it's a weird relationship. Like, I like it, but I really hope that they overhaul it. I think it could be a lot better than it is. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching the video. I really look forward to reading your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think they can do to make this game better. Really curious to see what everybody has to say about that, and it'll definitely help putting your voice out there for the community here. Later, everyone. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and consider hitting that join button if you'd like to support. Have a great day. Bye.